Easy guys, I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time. Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
Hey, vinyl community and everybody out there in YouTube land. The Spin Doctor and his vinyl community is back. It has been a little while, I know. And to put all the rumors aside, I am not dead yet. Not yet. It's been... well, it's been a... Sorry. It's been a little bit of a rough go of it the last few weeks. Just go ahead and give you a little bit of an update. Last couple weeks have been rough. I actually had some scheduled time off for work for my anniversary with my wife. And tell you what, every single time I take time off for work, it seems like I always get sick. And this year was no different. I pretty much spent the last almost 2 weeks now in bed. If I wasn't in bed, I was at the doctor with some kind of infection in my chest. Basically, after a couple visits and many prescriptions for steroids, antibiotics, and all kinds of medicines, I'm officially finally getting better after having pneumonia. So hopefully things are on the up and up now. I've worked from home one day so far in the last 2 weeks, but yeah, it's been a rough go of it. I've had videos I wanted to make but have not had the opportunity, so I figured I'd start with this one since it's long overdue. As you can tell, I'm wearing my Riverbend Records shirt. This is from Riverbend Records. Billy Harris celebrated their 5th anniversary a couple weeks ago. I, of course, could not attend here in North Carolina, not up there in Godfrey, Illinois. Again, if you haven't ever checked out their shop, go to Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Follow them. Great shop, great people. Billy's an OG, been on YouTube for a long time. Check him out on YouTube as well. But I wish I could have been there in person, but luckily enough, I have good friends that live in the area, and they were able to hook me up. Billy had been posting videos on YouTube and Facebook about stuff that was going to be in the shop for their big drop, and luckily enough, my good friend Brian Glick, who of course you've seen and heard from on the show or on the channel before, he hooked me up. Chance, concert buddy, was there as well. He was on the hunt for me, but Brian did everything for me, and I want to shout out to him. He's the one that picked up the shirt for me, and he picked up these records for me as well. Brian was first in line and was able to get everything that I wanted, and a couple things that I didn't know I wanted. Let's just put it that way. So without further ado, let's get to the record showing. First thing I gotta point out and show is this. This is some VCLT from Brian and Chance. I think mainly from Brian, but I think Chance gave it the old thumbs up. This is Steam. This note here says, Chance and I thought you needed some steam in your record collection. Enjoy. What they didn't know is that I really did need some steam the last few weeks for my chest, because I'm still getting over it, man. But if you don't know this, obviously that's a very interesting cover. Don't know what to expect from this, but this is it's actually a pretty decent record. But what they're known for is, of course, the huge smash hit, Na 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 Na, Hey Hey, Kiss 'Em Goodbye, which is funny because I don't even think they actually ever say kiss him goodbye. It's just goodbye. But if you don't know that song, obviously, I mean, where have you been? But that song was a huge smash hit, and what's funny is the group that sings that song are none of these guys. The song was written and recorded by some gentlemen that were signed to a record deal that didn't have any steam under the bands that they were in. They recorded the song as a B-side, but the label wanted to put it out as the A-side, and it quickly got some steam. Go figure. I think that's why they called it the band's team, and they we need to go out and tour this. So the record label put together these guys to go out and perform, and none of them were actually the gentlemen that sang on the actual record itself. One-hit wonders. Great song, obviously. I mean, you hear it so much at sporting events, TV shows, movies, and all that kind of stuff. This is actually a pristine copy. So, I figured that's kind of fun to add. Plus the cover just kind of gives you that, what the heck is this? So, thank you guys for that. It was a lot of fun. But down to the stuff that I actually wanted. This was in one of the flip videos, and I you know me, I love soundtracks, and I love hype stickers. And being able to find this, or see this, I was like, this is pretty cool. This is the Rocky 3 soundtrack, which isn't the hardest one to find, but to see it with this hype sticker, it's one you don't see very often. And so I was pretty excited about that. Rocky 3, Eye of the Tiger, and Take You Back. Obviously this movie, huge, successful movie. Mr. T, Survivor with the big song, Eye of the Tiger. This has that. It's got Take You Back by Frank Stallone, the brother of Sly here. There's two versions of it. Obviously it's got the Gonna Fly Now and all that good stuff too. But like I said, I just never see it with that hype sticker, so I was very excited that I was able to pick this up. So another great hype sticker grab and soundtrack grab to go into the collection. Very excited about that. Another hype sticker alert. Now this one, I actually saw it and I mentioned it, but I didn't say I actually wanted it, but Brian grabbed it anyway, and I'm glad he did because it's an upgrade copy for me. And it's Van Halen's 1984. This is really cool because this is a great copy. It's in the shrink with this hype sticker here, includes the hit single Jump. It's got the price tag, but what it also includes is something you don't see very often, and that is the actual hype sticker on the back of the actual track listing. So that one, for some reason, you don't see that as often. So to have both hype stickers, I was very excited about that. You normally just see the one, so to have both on this, very, very cool. I mean, obviously we all know this record, Dave's last album with the band before they reunited, of course, and released that junk in the 2000s, but we won't get into that. I would say this is my second favorite Van Halen with Dave. The first to me is still just absolutely amazing, but this is in great condition. BG Plus, excellent. And like I said, with these hype stickers, that's just, icing on the cake. So upgrade copy for me for sure. I will get, I'll move on from my other copy that I do have, which is also an original pressing. So very excited about this. Like I said, you just don't see it with both stickers, especially that one on the back with the track listing. So very, very excited. Now the next two records are the ones that I was wanting the most because they're the ones that I think are the most difficult to come by. And as most punk albums are, they're normally trashed. Now I'll say this, the covers could be in better shape, but the records themselves are actually in pretty good shape. The first one is Fear, the record. Now this is not an OG first pressing. It is on that Slash label. But it's not the OG first that has Fear on it. This is the second pressing that came out the year after. Still not extremely easy to come by, but I'm good with the second pressing of this. First pressings are definitely more expensive. These are a little bit more manageable. Like I said, the cover it's definitely well worn. I'd give it a VG at best. But the record itself, I'd give it a VG strong to VG plus. Plays very well for a very, a 40-year-old plus punk album. These things were played a lot, and they were not very well taken care of, as much as punk albums are. And very, very cool. If you're not familiar with the band Fear, out of California, I will say this: do not play this album with kids around, as you should probably not with most punk albums of the 80s. But what I always thought was very cool was this guy right here, the lead singer, Lee Ving. First time I ever saw him was in a movie. It's in one of my absolute favorite 80s movies of all time, Clue. Played Mr. Body. So just always thought that was pretty cool. But this is a classic album, though, with songs like Let's Have a War, Beef Bologna, I Don't Care About You, Foreign Policy, Disconnected, We Destroy the Family, I Love Living in the City, stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't get much more hardcore punk than that, for sure. These guys were, and I mean, all these songs are about a minute and a half long, if that. So, very excited to add this, to have an actual real pressing, not one of the reissues that came out the last few years, or a bootleg copy. Very, very stoked about that. So, and then the last one was probably the one that I was the most excited about, and that is this here. This is the Dead Kennedys. This is their first album. Jeez, I'm going brain dead. Fresh Fruit and golly, what is wrong with me? Sorry, guys. I'm Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables. Sorry, guys. I got that sick brain and everything. But this is actually a second pressing. It's a 1981 UK pressing, and the reason it's a second pressing and not a first is because the back cover has the band without the heads, but it's like I said, it is a UK pressing, the very flimsy cover. But what makes this so cool is the fact that it has the poster, which that is always the one thing that most of these are missing. I won't get the poster out, but the fact that it has it makes it that much more cool. Just something you don't see very often. The fact that it's UK pressing is really neat too. And the record is actually in really great shape as well. It's on that label there, of course. Oh, try to get the glare off of it. Sorry, guys. But I mean, this album, it speaks for itself. Great punk album. I don't really need to go into detail about it. Definitely my favorite Dead Kennedys album. But been wanting an OG copy of that. Not wanting a new reissue, but wanting. Obviously a first pressing would be really cool, but those are extremely difficult to find, especially with the poster. But to have the actual, the band with the heads, that's extremely difficult to find. So to get a second pressing with the poster, I'm good with that. There's not much difference. So very excited to pick this one up as well. So I want to say thank you to my buddy Brian Glick for hooking me up, getting me this awesome shirt. And I paid for all this, obviously, but grabbing these for me. Shout out to Billy. One of these days, Billy, I will get out there and be at the store, hang out with you guys in person. I look forward to it. I'm gonna make it happen. I just don't know when. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check out Riverbend Records, like and subscribe them, all that good stuff. But until next time, I'm still alive, still kicking, hopefully still getting better, and hopefully more videos coming down the road. Until next time, peace and love. Bye.